Hello students, I'm your teacher Francis Paul sir. Today I'm going to teach you history of ninth class, and the name of the chapter is Vedic Age. So before studying Vedic Age, you know that I always move to the background of the chapter. Students, if you remember, in the last two videos of ninth class, we studied Harappan civilization, and at the end we studied the decline of Harappan civilization, and it was 1500 BC that we studied the decline of Harappan civilization in the northern part. So, in the northern part of India, we studied the decline. Okay, that means from 1900 BC, the decline began. And from 1500 BC, slowly the Aryans began moving to India, and it was the Vedic period is divided into early Vedic, that means from 1500 BC to 1000 BC downwards, and then later Vedic period is divided to between 1000 BC to 500 BC before Christ. So, this I already told you, before Christ, and AD means Anno Domini, 1 AD, Anno Domini. That means after the death of Christ. So, we are studying the Vedic period. We will focus on both early Vedic and later Vedic. Before this, I want to tell you what is your main concern about this period. Vedas, according to your ICSE syllabus book, you will focus on main points. You will focus on first is Vedas. The four Vedas we have: the Rig Veda, Samveda, Yajurveda, and the Atharvaveda. So, from here, Vedas, we come to know a little bit about, these are the hymns, mantras, composed in the early Vedic period. Why we are learning this Vedic period? Because Vedas were written in this period. And the Aryans came in 1500 BC. We will learn the origin, how the Aryans came, from where the Aryan came. We learn the origin of Harappa also. And we will learn the origin of Aryan, from where they might have originated to India. So, Vedas, then epics. What is epic? Long poem. You have in English you have long poem, Paradise Lost and The Rape of the Lock. Such are the long poems in books, volumes. So here also epic we have in Sanskrit, that is Ramayana and Mahabharata. And along with that there is Bhagavad Gita. So students, this Vedas and epics took place in early Vedic period, and later Vedic period we have some of like Upanishads, Arankas, Vedangas, Sutras, Upavedas, Dharmashastras. So this you keep in knowledge, but we are mainly concerned with Vedas and epics. Epics means the Mahabharata, Ramayana, and Bhagavad Gita. And we shall also study These are the sources also, and the importance also of the chapter. We will also study iron. That means with the coming of Aryans to India, the use of iron came to be known. They used iron. They made tools to clear the forest and thus do the cultivation. And also pottery. We have found many objects of pottery from Haryana and Punjab, and we are going to learn the pottery also. Grey colored pottery. We are also going to study, along with this, study of early later Vedic society and economy. That is means their social aspect, their religious aspect, their political aspect, and their economic aspect. In Harappan civilization also we learned that one, and it's very interesting chapter to know this one. Before this, let us know the origin of Aryans. Origin of Aryans. Many historians believe that Aryans are originated in India. Aryans are originated in India. And some of them believe that Aryans might have come from Tibet side. But Max Muller believes that Aryans might have come from the Central Asia. Central Asia. This is a world map, and we can find India here. Okay, and this is a northern part from central to Pakistan and northern part. And they might have come from Russia side, through Russia, and or from Europe, some of the countries like Germany and Italy, because these are the countries who speak Latin and so on. So how can we know? How he justifies that Aryans' origin is they originated from Central Asia or little bit from the Europe? See, he justified with 2-3 points. Language, the Aryans spoke or the Aryans wrote Sanskrit, and the Sanskrit is very much similar to the European languages, like Latin. If I speak this is in Latin patra, or Hindi or Sanskrit it could be pita. So similar, matra. In Latin, matra, patra matra, pita or mother, mata. Okay, and it is, when we read Sanskrit or Hindi, it is read in a straight way like a Latin. The same thing if you read in English, we will call it pater or matter. But if we read according to Latin, it's a patra, simple, matra. Tuum in Latin, and in Hindi, tum. So how similarity is there in the European language and in the language of the Aryans found? And also, the stone inscription discovered in Asia Minor prove that Aryan gods like Indra, Varna were worshipped in ancient times. Flora and fauna found in the books, Vedas, were similar to that of the Central Asia. And we cannot forget the book Zend Avastha. The book Zend Avastha that has been mentioned in the Vedas. Okay, so this was a book of Iran people, and they worshipped fire. Zoroastrianism, the religion was. So, from these things we can come to know that Aryans came from Central Asia or from little bit origin from Europe. Okay, now we'll study, first of all, we shall come to know the social aspect of the people. Or let us, when they settle down, the Aryans, and they did not come at once. Maybe one group, 100 might have come, 200 might have come, or big tribe of 1,000 or 2,000 might have come. So slowly their emergence coming took place gradually, and they settled down in the northern part of India. Then, now in early they settled down, this is their settlement, Sapta Sandhu. They settled down at the place of 7 rivers, Sapta Sandhu. And in the later Vedic period, the same land, or in the central part near UP, it was called Brahmvarta, means the land of gods. So this was their settlement. Now we will study the society, what kind of society they had. Social organization, family, it was a patriarchal family. Father was the head of the family. And suppose 3 brothers have 10 children, that means one man had 10 children, and 3 brothers have 30 children. 30 children had just multiply into that. So that whole tribe, clan was called a tribe, and it originated village. And there were ministers, there were Purohit who advises. Purohit advises the king. So that we will study in detail in the second part. Now, class division. 4 ashrama. Society was divided into class divisions. Class division means society was first in the early Vedic period, it used to be called Varna Ashrama. That means the Brahmins at the first number, and Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras. These were the class division, but it was not followed strictly, class divisions. But in the later Vedic period, the class division became rigid. Then there is another theory, the 4 ashrama. It was believed that if Aryans wants to gain salvation, they have to cross the 4 ashramas. That means first is from 1 to 25 years brahmacharya. The man has to lead a brahmachari life. And then till 55 years, from 25 to 55 years, grahast ashrama. And then vanaprastha, and then sannyasa. These were the 4 ashramas. Then we also discuss about food, dress and amusement. Just see. We'll discuss about food, dress and their amusement. Okay. Nivi, dhoti, such words are been found when they were dressed. Barley and cow's milk products have been mentioned in the Vedas. Amusement also we shall study in detail later on. And so I forgot to tell you, the position of women also will come under society. What kind of position was in the early age and what kind of position was in the later Vedic age. Now let's move to the religion. Natural things were personified. Fire, big trees like a banyan tree, Surya, rivers, these all were considered gods and goddesses. They were personified as gods and gods. Mother Earth. Then, in the early Vedic period, Jitendra and Agni Devta were in high position, Vaju, Surya, God. And in the later Vedic period, many gods lost their charm and new gods were created. There was worship of goddess also. And we shall also see the economic system of the Aryans. We shall also see the economic system of the Aryans, trade, what they reared at home, domestic animals like cows and all that, and the other cotton fields regarding the paddy and all that, barley, everything will be discussed, their occupation and so on, and that all things are based on economy of the Aryans. So this is of your first part, the introduction and the background, and we shall discuss the chapter in detail. We shall discuss the chapter in detail in the second part. So by that time, goodbye.